It's a warm welcome from Grts and wherever you may be. This is the news at 10. First, our headlines. State House announces the passing of Madam Rimu El Hassadi Suma, mother to Her Excellency the First Lady Madam Zainab Yahya Jammeh. The Works, Construction and Infrastructure Minister Dr. Njogu Elba makes a spirited defense of the planned introduction of freight levy on cargo. The cascading Eurozone debt crisis continues to force the youth in debt-saddled Italy into unemployment. And the rising flood waters spare Bangkok's business district, but those forced to seek refuge at one of the city's airports are complaining of squalid conditions. These and other stories coming this half hour. My name is Famara Fofana. We thank you for joining us. His Excellency, the President of the Republic of the Gambia and Commander-in-Chief of the Gambia Armed Forces, Sir Professor Alhaji Dr. Yahya Jammeh, Her Excellency, the First Lady of the Republic of the Gambia, Ajah Zainab Yahya Jammeh, and the entire First family regret to announce the death of Madam Rimu El Hassadi Suma, mother-in-law to the President and mother of Her Excellency, the First Lady. This very sad event took place around 10 a.m. today, Tuesday, 1st November 2011 in Rabat, Kingdom of Morocco, and has been laid to rest today. She was 63 years of age. This sad news is extended to the government and entire people of the Gambia, especially the Vice President and the Cabinet, the entire Jammeh Kunda family in the Gambia and abroad, the entire Suma family in Guinea-Conakry and beyond, the El Hassadi family of Morocco, members of the diplomatic and consular corps accredited to the Gambia, and to all friends and well-wishers. May Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala grant her gentle soul eternal peace amongst the leaders of the faithful in Jannah. Amen. A condolence book would be at the VIP launch at the State House as from 1400 hours onwards on Wednesday, 2nd November 2011. The Gambia Maritime Agency recently organized a day's resource mobilization seminar to beef up its coffers. The effort, backed by the Ministry of Works, Construction and Infrastructure, is among a range of measures put in place to make the agency financially independent. Samuel Barr reports one area is the planned introduction of freight on cargo entering or leaving the Gambia.
The agency is the country's apex body tasked with the responsibility of monitoring, regulating and coordinating activities of the maritime industry to ensure safety of navigation and the protection of marine environment. This, however, requires strong financial resources to enable the agency carry out its statutory responsibilities of ensuring safe and secured marine transport free from marine pollution. In view of the agency's crucial role as a regulatory body by the government of the Gambia, it is empowered under the GMA Act of 2006, which further necessitates its existence as a complete financial independent entity.
Section 29 gives the Gambia Maritime Administration the power, in consultation with the GPA, which is Gambia Ports Authority, to impose a freight levy on all vessels in respect of manifested cargo discharged or loaded in the Gambia.
The Minister of Works, Construction and Infrastructure, Dr. Njogu Ba, maintained that resource mobilization is critical to the sustainability of any institution, be it government or private sector enterprises. He added that without the minimum required financial, human and material resources, an institution is bound to fail, regardless of its lofty ideals and aspirations.
It is in recognition of the pivotal role of resource mobilization that the Gambia Maritime Administration Board of Directors, with the strong support of my ministry, is intensifying efforts in this area, one of which is the introduction of freight levy on cargo arriving and leaving the Gambia.
Dr. Bafora commended the participation of key stakeholders such as shipping companies and consignees in the resource mobilization seminar, which according to him would not be interpreted as a government-imposed scheme. Dr. Emmanuel Kofi Mbia is the Executive Secretary of the Ghana Shippers Association Authority and the guest speaker at the occasion. He is also the legal committee chairman of the International Maritime Organization, the highest UN body responsible for maritime affairs.
As far as Gambia is concerned, it is blessed. It's blessed with a very good waterway system, both for the carriage of goods and carriage of passengers. And also it has a good coastline. not only for tourism, which it's been very good in, but also can harness the potential of that coastline for trading activities.
The IMO Legal Committee chairman also reveals a phenomenal 8.2 billion tons of global maritime trade, 10% of which is participation by the African continent.
8.2 billion tons of cargo that was loaded and offloaded the world over. Africa participates in less than 10% of that. And that is a clear indication that there is a wide field within which Africa can operate. We have a lot of coastlines in Africa. We have a lot of ports in Africa. How do we gear our ports and our maritime administrations such that they would take advantage of this huge potential that is out there?
With the task force on the introduction and management of freight levy scheme already functional, culminating in this important resource mobilization seminar, it is hoped that the GMA will soon be sufficiently resourced to better fulfill its constitutional mandate. For GRTS News, I am Samuel Ba.
Today, October 1st, is the day dedicated to the African youth. Officials mandated to handle the affairs of young people are commemorating the day on the theme African Youth Empowerment in the 21st Century, Unity, Ethical Entrepreneurship and Agricultural Transformation. Ndaikumba Demba reports.
Statement to mark the day, the Minister of Youth and Sports, Serif Gomez, said his ministry will pave the way for the youth to share ideas and develop strategies geared towards improving entrepreneurship and transforming the agricultural sector.
The day, therefore, should be set aside for us all to reflect on the progress made in this regard, as well as evolve strategies that will continuously energize and reinforce our collective efforts on youth empowerment and development.
Over 60% of the population in African countries are youth, according to statistics. Minister Gomez said if member states create opportunities for young people to enable them realize their potential, Africa's social and economic capital will be invigorated.
The government of the Gambia, under the dynamic and able leadership of His Excellency, the President, Sir Professor Dr. Alhaj Yahya AJJ Jammeh, is no doubt very much committed to the welfare of its young people and will not relent in addressing challenges of the youth. The government, through my ministry, has created several programs and opportunities geared at mobilizing, empowering, engaging, and increasing youth participation in social and economic activities.
The government of the Gambia, through the Ministry of Youth and Sports, have been persistent in its drive to confront emerging challenges by drafting and implementing evolving proactive youth policies and programs of action.
The ministries recently launched pilot district youth farm projects. Inspired by His Excellency the President, has already registered an impressive milestone for both youth empowerment and enhancing food self-sufficiency. Guided by our 5-year strategic development plan and within the framework of the Interministerial Coordinating Committee